Hello and welcome to another installment of What's She Gonna Craft This Time? That's not really the name of it. I'm still working on. It's a kind of an ongoing. Forget about the name. Here's the thing. My sister dared me to do this project this week, you guys, and I was a bit hesitant. I was, and you would be too. Just wait till you get a load of this very seasonal wall decor. It's ghosts with googly eyes that you can hang on your wall. And yes, it's made of tampons. Mhm. Tampons. I like to think of this as an eco project, and with it you can make use of all those leftover tampons, recycle, upcycle. And I know there's some of you out there that are saying, Jen, what's a leftover tampon? I'm always looking for tampons. I can never get enough tampons. Well, that's not true for every woman. There are some women who have gone full hippie and don't want to use paper products, uh, and instead are using that cup up in there. And if you're that woman, good for you. I don't want to hear about it, but congratulations. There's also, of course, the obvious menopause. At menopause, you don't really have much use for tampons. But one thing you may not have considered is medically induced menopause. That happens, for one example, in certain kinds of breast cancer treatments. October is not only the month for Halloween and trick-or-treating and scary ghosts and things that go bump in the night, it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And my favorite breast cancer warrior dared me to do this. So I did. And I'm going to show you how I did it. Come on. Okay, so here's the junk you're going to need. That's a dowel, 12 inches by 1/4 of an inch diameter. Yarn, I'm using the t-shirt kind because it looks kind of like mummy wrap. Googly eyes. I've got the self-adhesive kind. And then those are some organic tampons right there. Oh boy, there's just nothing like the sound of cracking open a fresh tampon. So we've started the crafting here, folks. Pushing the tampon through the applicator. Oh, by the way, if anyone has any great ideas for upcycling those tampon applicators, I am taking pitches for my next tampon related project. Meanwhile, I'm fluffing out the tampon a little bit to give it a more of a ghost shape. Here's to shapely ghosts. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit because I always struggle with this paper that's covering the adhesive on the back of these little googly eyes. And I'm also recognizing I have dirty craft hands once again in this episode. I've got paint on my fingers. Great. Okay, so I'm using the tampon's very own string to make a little ghost noose, which I tie on the dowel and trim the extra. I can't imagine there are any guys watching this video, but if there are, they must be surprised to discover tampons come with strings. I know that was a revelation for me. Okay, time to add yeah, I just had to pause for the effect. Time to add another ghost. Now we'll go through this bit a little bit faster because we've done it before and you get the general idea because you're not a total dum-dum. But as you see the little string,
I'm tying it once in the front and once towards the back just to make it kind of even out and face the front. Trimming the tail, and now guess what I'm doing, you guys? Guess what's happening off camera right now? Just guess. Say it. Cracking open a fresh tampon. That's right. That's right. You passed the pop quiz. So the next time you hear somebody say, crack open a fresh one, you're going to be thinking about tampons and not beer. And I'm pretty proud of myself for tainting that phrase for you forever. Okay, let's focus, you guys. We've got a project to do here. We're down to our last ghost. I'm going to get it on this dowel here. Just about whoopsie doodles. Okay. Tying it once to the front, once to the back, giving it a zhuzh. The next step is going to be getting that yarn to hang it with, because this is definitely going on the wall for sure. I'm using yarn. You can use a ribbon, you could use macrame string, and I've just put a loose knot around a loop and slip the dowel through that. I'll do it again on this side. Watch. There's a loop, and then wrap around loosely, and then kind of zhuzh the knot up. There we go. So, gosh, that looks like a little trapeze that they're on. Trimming the edges, trimming the tails. Oh my gosh. Look at that, you guys. We did it. Ta-da!
I don't know if you can see that. It somehow manages to be subtle on the wall, despite the fact that it's made of tampons. When my sister first suggested this project, I was like, no way. No. I mean, I have some standards. But then I decided, you know what? I'm going to double down. I'm going to take that project, that weird Halloweeny project, and turn it into a Halloween Breast Cancer Awareness Month crossover project. I painted the dowel pink, that breast cancer awareness pink, the googly eyes, the pink ones, so yeah. This just screams breast cancer awareness, doesn't it? Maybe not. But as a special thanks to my sister for recommending this project, she's going to get this very item. You're welcome. And for those of you who are thinking, wow, that's an unusual gift for a lady who's already having a tough year, I have it on very good authority that my sister would rather have something like this than another janky homemade pink knit cap. So we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me. If you think you know somebody who would like this kind of thing, please feel free to share this video. Subscribe for more. And as always, let's stay crafty out there.